All of these fabrics you see here are grown from scratch and put together entirely by hand. They're the handiwork of indigenous groups in China. And for the last decade, Chinese-American designer Angel Chang has been working to bring these textiles into the international market. Angel works with Dong, Miao, and Buyi indigenous groups in the Chinese province of Guizhou, who all have a tradition of making their own clothes. Everything is woven and spun together, bit by bit, in a time-intensive process.
If it has an intricate design pattern like the ones you see behind me, it could take them an entire month just to make 10 meters.
The village looks idyllic, but life here is far from easy. Guizhou is one of the most impoverished provinces in China, and these fabrics were traditionally not for sale.
It's not something we can do for outsiders because it is so time-consuming. The fabrics are dying out, the costumes are disappearing. The younger generation, they can't make money with it, so what they do is once they finish high school at 16, 17, they leave, they become migrant workers.
Angel hopes to change that by directly working with the villagers to make and design the clothes, which are then sold on the international luxury market. This is very different from the fashion industry standard, where credit isn't always given where it's due.
Usually when we see vintage or ethnic textiles, we buy them as inspiration and then develop them at a mill in Italy or in Japan. But in this case, since I knew exactly which village they came from, I thought it'd be easier just to fly down there.
She hopes these clothes will inspire the industry to become more sustainable.
The global fashion industry is the number 2 polluter in the world after oil, and it's the number 2 polluter of fresh water after agriculture.
But Angel's fashion line has yet to prove viable long-term, partially because it's difficult to scale.
What we're dealing with these ethnic minorities is not specifically Chinese. What they make is dictated by nature and the climate in which they live in. And they live in harmony, they respect the earth. So when it comes down to how are these crafts made, it's a very similar process all around the world.